Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of April 5th through the 11th. And during that time, we have a waning gibbous moon, which is a time of self-reflection and rebirth. Good time for us to make positive changes and get rid of bad habits and negative thinking. We're just trying to work towards finishing up the goals and things that we started in this cycle. We then have the last quarter moon that comes in, and that'll be on the 10th of April. And that is a time when our dreams start to come to fruition. We're thinking about, oh, this thing is really working out. We're just getting to our full potential, and definitely ridding ourselves of those negative emotions is trying to just push through in a positive manner. So keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Gemini. So, as always, please take what resonates today and leave what doesn't on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is, what do you need to release? All right, let's see what the Gemini Collective has going on for the week. As I'm shuffling, my fun weekly reminder this week is that you watch the world for synchronicities. So, I'll keep it very brief today, but things that could be repeating numbers that you might see, maybe a conversation that you overhear, an animal that you don't see every day. Look at those things and take the time to really notice them, and then apply them to your life as look at your life and say, oh, does that make any sense to you? And so many times it really does. So that is just my fun weekly reminder, is that you watch the world for synchronicities this week. All right, let's get into this reading, Gemini, April 5th through the 11th. What do you need to release? And your overall present energy right now is the Devil card. So, do you need to release some false truths? I mean, have you been feeling a lack of confidence lately? Maybe feeling some insecurities? This could be being a little bit closed minded or in denial about something. This could be dealing with some sort of dependency. So think about, just look around at those negative things that you do need to release, and understand that, what does the devil do? The devil comes in to distract you, to get you off of the path, the path that you're trying to be on, of positive and making improvements in yourself and your life and the things around you. The devil just comes in to distract you. So try to figure out, and that can be in thoughts, but also, it could be just dangling, again, dangling those addictions, when you should be doing something and it's like, well, the bar's calling, let's go over and have it, let's go. So those little things like that could just take us off the path for a minute. It's like, oh, I didn't want to do that, and there I am. So just take a look and notice around your life, where is that negative influence? Where is it coming from? And what are you doing to kind of push through it? Is there something that you can release that helps you to push through that? Your current situation right now is, okay, 4 of Wands here. So maybe it's some sort of negativity concerning some sort of celebration or something that might be coming up in your life. And is there some negativity that's creeping in over that, that's kind of putting a damper on it? And maybe you just need to let it go. Maybe just let it go and let it be what it is. A lot of times we have, you know, having expectations, I found, is just, it can be so disappointing, because you have an expectation that this thing would happen this particular way. And when it doesn't go, sometimes just let it go and allow life to unfold in front of you instead of trying to have expectations, right? At the root of this situation is the Queen of Pentacles. So, the root of this situation is understanding things about how the material world works. And that could have maybe it is some financial issue that you're dealing with, financial issue with a celebration, maybe. Um, you know, and again, sometimes you just allow things to be what they're going to be, and understand that you have that feminine energy of Pentacles, where the King of Pentacles is like probably a lot more logical. The Queen of Pentacles is really going to bring her empathy into the situation and have some understanding. And maybe that's just at the root of this, is maybe you fighting against that a little bit. So try to have a little bit more empathy and a little bit more of that, the feminine way of looking of things at financially and the material world. In your recent past is financial security. So you're fine there. You're secure. That's a good thing. 2 4s on the table also. a number very close to my heart. So look up angel number 44 and see what that might mean to you. So you come into this with some security. I think you're just having maybe some self doubts or something when it comes to that. What's on your mind this week is a little anxiety there with the nine. Well, of course, this devil is bringing this in for you. What is it that you need to let go of so that you can allow whatever this is to happen, right? Whatever the celebration, just allow it. It's I don't know. I don't know what that might be for you, but this insecurity and this sleepless nights over it, I feel like you're in a place where you can do whatever this is and it's fine. I just want to tell you to just relax, release whatever fears and anxieties that you might have about it. What is just ahead of you this week is oh, look, it's the King of Pentacles showing up too. So ahead of you is maybe just taking more of a command over it and maybe doing things from a more logical standpoint. You may have kind of a battle between here because at the root of it is like, maybe you're fighting that empathy and that logic when it comes to, but look, you're the King of Pentacles. If nobody knows how to gather pentacles and organize them like you do. So I don't know why you're being anxious about it. Just relax, let it unfold, right? In your advice position here is the Five of Swords. So there may be some difference of opinions and some words being said and things happening when it comes to this, perhaps. And I guess the advice is just to say the thing that you need to say, whatever that might be for you, is to, you might hurt some feelings, but just say the thing that you need to say. Just, you got to speak your mind about it. But again, what is it that you're trying to release? And is it something negative? From that devil, make sure that you know why you feel certain ways about certain things and that it's you and not just the devil coming in, right? What is beyond your control this week is, look at you, 10 of Pentacles. Beyond your control is you're fine. You've got long-term wealth, long-term security. You're secure here. You're secure. Like, I feel like just saying you're fine. These thoughts that are coming in and maybe even these words, you're fighting some demon that you need to release that's not real. I feel like there's and again, maybe it's some sort of insecurity, and I just want to reach out to you and say, hey, you're fine, you're good, you're good, don't worry about it. What is your secret desire? What are you trying to avoid? Is the Queen of Cups. So secret desire is to really understand the emotions around all of this, not only for yourself but also the people involved, which is not always easy to do. Or you're just trying to avoid that, like you just don't even care. So that's kind of your big question this week is, do you care about what other people around you are thinking when it comes to this? Or do you just, do you care, or you just not care at all? Um, and that might have some bearing on what it is that you do need to release. So very interesting there. In your outcome position, Gemini, Ace of Pentacles. I don't know what this is, but that's funny that here comes this Ace of Pentacles. I don't know. I feel like there's a new financial opportunity or new money coming in or something that you've kind of figured out. And I feel like there is some clarity at the end. At the end, it's, look, the universe will provide. Things are going to be just fine. Whatever these insecurities, and I feel like they're false. I do think, since we have this devil coming in, whatever your insecurities about this, you do need to release them. Just let it go. And examine them first, figure out why they're there. Are they real? Are they false? And then let it go from there. What is hidden from you, Gemini? At the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. So no passionate action on any of this. I feel like maybe even a lot of this is thoughts that you're having. It looks like maybe there are other people involved, so there might be words exchanged here, but look at all of the pentacles and all of the the signs to me of stability around you. This one, King and Queen, also Queen of Cups. That's very emotionally stable. This is one of the happiest cards in the deck, 10 of Pentacles. It's long-term wealth and security. And then there's the Ace also saying, and I think everything around is saying, it's all going to be fine. I just want to give you a hug and tell you that too, Gemini. All right, let's get you a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final message from the Soul Oracle deck. And that card for you is to be patient. Be patient. So whatever that's going to make complete sense to somebody just now when I just said that. Just be patient. Be patient. I feel like this is all going to work out. All right, let's get you a self-care wisdom card. What does Gemini need to do in the way of self-care this week? Self-care for Gemini. And the card that you get is to reassess. You have the right to change your mind. So yeah, you can make decisions and you can also change your mind about things. So you have the right to do that. I'm going to say speak up when things need to be said, and try to release some of this anxiety about it. Just kind of accept that it is what it is. Again, let it unfold. Sometimes having expectations, um it's just, you sometimes we just don't know. You might expect one thing and another thing happens. So maybe just don't have expectations about this. Let it unfold. So, Gemini, thank you so much for being here. I hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use in a positive way in your life this week. If there's something here that resonated with you and you want to comment on it, if you're comfortable doing that, please leave me a comment. Or if you have questions, I'd be happy to answer those as well. Also, if you like my reading style, hitting that like and subscribe button helps me out, and I appreciate that so much. So, thank you in advance for that. And I will see you next time, Gemini. Bye bye.